Severe weather will be possible as we head on through the later hours of today. The National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center has placed the Manhattan area in a level 2 to level 3 risk for storm development. That will be through tonight. Large hail and damaging wind gusts will be the primary hazards, but tornadoes cannot be ruled out in some of these strongest storms. Any isolated storms that develop in the enhanced risk area will have the greatest severe threat during the evening hours. Stay tuned to News Radio KMAN and the Manhattan Broadcasting family of stations throughout the day as we keep you up to date on weather. A man charged with first-degree murder is scheduled to appear in court for his arraignment after a preliminary examination concluded Friday in Riley County District Court. 24-year-old Hunter Logan Smith will be arraigned on counts of murder and criminal threat. He was arrested in November after Riley County police responded to a reported stabbing in the 3000 block of Arbor Drive. After the incident, the victim was taken to Ascension Via Christi Hospital and then later flown to Stormont Vale in Topeka, where they died from injuries. Smith also stabbed himself and was treated for injuries at Ascension Via Christi. His arraignment is set for April 14th with Judge Kendra Lewison. Trey Bryant, his attorney and chief public defender, said he will be coordinating with the state and court to get a later date due to a scheduling conflict. Geary County officials on Monday unanimously approved a request from the Convention and Visitors Bureau to fund repairs at the Milford Nature Center's Butterfly House. The attraction, which draws visitors from across the region, sustained significant roof damage from a recent snowstorm. Assistant CVB Director Rick Dykstra says the Nature Center is receiving no other public funding to make those necessary repairs.
I think it's very important. You've got the handout about it. We can get it back up hopefully before spring. It's an investment in Geary County's tourism educational resource and just our well-being to have that reestablished.
Commissioner Trish Giordano.
I think it is a worthy cause. I think that people come from all over, and I would not have a problem with this.
Geary County will pay $4,000 to ensure the Milford Nature Center can purchase raw materials and contract labor for those immediate roof repairs. A local developer is excited for what's ahead with Aggieville redevelopment despite some past setbacks. Back 9 development owner TJ Vilkanskis says plans for a new hotel and parking garage came together after initial plans for the mixed-use Midtown development project fell apart.
We originally got the contract on one side of the street, and we moved it to the other side of the street, and they were supportive all along. So Hilton has been excited to get that flag back here.
The new hotel will include a private 2-story parking garage per Back 9 Development's agreement with the City of Manhattan. That agreement initially allowed Back 9 to acquire the property in Aggieville for $1, something Vilkanskis says the company was criticized for doing.
In exchange, we have to spend a certain amount of money and generate a certain amount of tax revenue. It was a piece of property that was not generating any property tax revenue at the time. And so I think it's a really positive way for both the city and for our company to move this project forward.
The initial Midtown mixed development project stalled in early 2023 after a major investor withdrew, forcing the company to shift its focus. Vilkanskis says he remains optimistic that a similar scaled-down project is still possible in the future. The Flint Hills Breadbasket has an immediate need for volunteers for its upcoming Stamp Out Hunger Letter Carriers Drive. Executive Director Carla Hagemeister was on the GMCF Community Hour Monday.
This Thursday, we will be getting 15,000 bags to go with the 15,000 cards that we need stapled to said bags that will then be folded and distributed by our letter carriers into people's mailboxes so that they can then fill the bags and have them picked up.
She says it's a great opportunity for groups to take part in a fun activity to help the community.
And that could be a group coming and spending a couple hours with their favorite staplers at the breadbasket.
Businesses, sororities, and fraternities are encouraged to get involved in Thursday's activity.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Good morning, I'm Troy Coverdale with your sports headlines. A couple of days after K-State dropped a decision to USC in the Sweet 16 on Saturday, the Wildcat women have their first portal defection of the offseason. According to a report from On3, junior forward Eliza Maupin is headed to the portal after 3 seasons in Manhattan. She averaged 4 points per game this past season and 4 per contest in 12 minutes per game over her career. The Webster Groves, Missouri native helped the Wildcats to back-to-back trips to the NCAA tournament. She had a career-high 18 against Texas as a sophomore, a season-high 15 versus USC Upstate this past season. She becomes the first Wildcat from either the men's or women's team to enter the portal in the offseason. On the hardwood, Paige Beckers carried UConn to a record 24th national semifinal in the women's tournament, putting up 31 points in a 78-64 win over Southern California. Madison Booker scored 18, Rory Harmon added 13, and Texas used its stifling defense to reach the Final Four for the first time since 2003, beating TCU 58-47. After a series sweep over Texas Tech on the weekend and going 4-0 for the week, K-State baseball moved into the top 25 on D1 Baseball's most recent rankings. It's the first time the Wildcats have been ranked this season as they check in at number 17. The Wildcats hold the best mark in the Big 12 at 8-1. Chris Bubich struck out 8 over 6 innings in his first start in nearly 2 years. The Royals spoiled Milwaukee's home opener with an 11-1 win over the winless Brewers Monday. Same two teams go at it tonight at 6:40 with coverage on News Radio KMAN. Have a great day. I'm Troy Coverdale.